what do we have here? 1 Series BMW. Looking spicy. Yo, what's going on, guys?
Oh my God. What is that?
Oh, I know. Probably looking at me like, yo, Kyle, what happened to your hair? It's all gone. For good reasons. So some of you could probably understand what I'm doing, but welcome back to the channel. We're here with my boy Rob. Say what's up, Rob.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
And we got a little surprise right here for you. What you got right here, Rob?
This is a 2008 135i single turbo E85. All kinds of goodies.
Okay.
Pop the hood, we'll show you in a minute.
All right, and then you can move it over here in the front. Could you move? Get a little cold start action. Something light.
Something light.
Woo! Yeah. Wow. That's boogie. That's boogie. I think it's loud enough, don't you think?
A little loud. I have just the resonators left on the exhaust. No cats, obviously. No muffler. That is a Doc Race single turbo kit. A Precision 6266 turbo. And I have a Black Markets fueling kit.
Okay.
Port injection, 750cc injectors. It's hard to see, but it's back there.
All right, so
That's a little hidden sauce.
I don't really know much about BMWs. I've always been like the Japanese, Japanese guy. But so how it's set up in here, what is like the hardest thing to get at? So where mine on the sides here, the spark plugs is like one of the hardest things to get to. It's a lot of people what they complain about. So what is
spark plugs are easy to get to on this. It's right under this cover. The hardest thing to get to is probably the fuel rail right now. It used to be the turbos. They used to be buried underneath the engine. So I had stock turbos, maxed them out. Pretty easy to do on this platform. When upgraded turbos, went with a cheap brand that I won't mention. Didn't work. 1,000 miles, started whining, and I said, well, go big or go home. Bought the Doc Race kit. I took it over to Elite Auto Works in Florida, New York, and they hooked it all up. I brought them everything. I brought them the fuel kit. I brought them this. Everything they needed to do it.
And they did it on the spot.
One shot. I brought them the clutch. It's a spec stage 3 clutch with a lightweight flywheel. And I was like, do everything. And that was it.
How long did it take them to do?
They did it quick. They couldn't start it right away because he said, bring it now. I'll start it sometime this week, whatever. It was going back 3 years ago. And he was like, and by the end of the week, he gave me a call and he was like, they started it and I had the car in 2 weeks.
Okay.
But once I had it, then I had to flash my map on it and everything. So I had to go there with my laptop and stuff. And I had to flash my AIC1 for my fuel maps in the car. And I drove it home. And there, right here, my AIC1.
Yep. Okay.
And that is hooked up to a Hobbs switch, which is right here on my charge pipe. So basically, there's 2 low pressure fuel pumps in the car. There's dual Walboro 450s. So when it sees a certain amount of PSI, the other fuel pump kicks in.
Okay.
So the high pressure fuel pump is not like overloaded. And then that's what sprays these port injections. So to my understanding, when it's idling, they're not doing anything. It's only when I'm under boost and it requests 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, and at full throttle, 24 PSI, it's probably 100%.
Do you have a lot of, let's say, codes for this car? As in, you know how a lot of these new cars get all these codes. Like my boy MJ, he has newer 335 than yours, like about a 2013, and he has like so many codes, so much different type of wiring aspects he has to deal with.
Codes as in error codes?
Yeah, error codes.
Not one.
Not one, really?
That's, well, the tuner takes care of a lot of that, and if there is an issue, I address it instantly. I've done all the maintenance on this car that you could think of. If I get a code, it's for my O2 sensors, because this kit loves to eat O2 sensors. And they're right down there. They're not too hard to get to, but you gotta take the filter off. This is one of the wires here. It's not fun to do, but it's not hard. It's just like, it's really tight. So what I do is I buy them, and I have a lifetime warranty from Z&M Performance. And one goes bad, I call them up, I'll get a code, back, and it's good.
All right. What was your favorite part about working on this car? Like getting it up, like what was the most exciting piece that you bought for the car?
Single turbo.
I mean, guys, look at that turbo, man. You just can't. You got a name for the turbo? No name? No name?
No.
And you got the big old turbo blanket.
Yeah, I had it heat wrapped. It comes with a coating on it, but it's better to wrap it as well to hold whatever heat in there, because as you can imagine, you can't see how complex it is, but it's a lot of piping, a lot of plumbing.
All right.
So it'll radiate a lot of heat. So you had to wrap it.
Would you ever take this on a track, do some performance stuff with it?
I'd love to. I'm actually trying to go to the Poconos this year. I want to roll race it at Impact.
Okay.
I've been dying to do that, and every year I'm either going away or I'm not around, and I just go last minute and they're booked. So I actually got to look into that. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, sign up. I mean, I went to Impact a few years ago, and it was really a fun time. It was good.
It is awesome.
I thought all BMW guys were scumbags, but that
Most.
Do you use your blinkers?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Blinkers work on this.
So
I think it's 53,000 miles.
53,000 miles. Man, this interior. See, what I have to say for BMW when it comes to the interior, it's always been mint. I love the red seats. I know some of them have the brown seats, but I got to give it up to BMW. Let's hop in real quick.
What I like about it, actually, this is a really weird package because it's a 135i that didn't come with an iDrive, and to my knowledge, that's not very common. There's a giant screen that's usually right here, and it's not there. I don't know why this.
Yeah, because you usually think you know it'll pop up or it'll just be installed right there.
So this is a weird car. It came from Wisconsin. A gentleman here in Monroe bought it. It was certified pre-owned. He bought it, and he had it up until 42,000 miles. And I bought it from him with 42,000 miles. And I absolutely got a great deal on it. He was selling it up here. He said right in the parking lot down the road. A couple guys were just lowballing him and whatever. And I was on my trip to going on vacation to Atlantic City, and I seen it, and I was like, it's probably clapped out. So it was still here when I came back, and I pulled up to it, and I was like, holy crap, this thing's really clean. So I called the guy and I test drove it immediately, and I was like, yeah, I want this. And
here it is.
Cash in hand. Took it.
If you guys are wondering what's his Instagram, there it is right there. Go follow him on Instagram. His page is cool, and it's going to be loaded with a whole bunch of new pictures for him. So stay tuned on that. But other than that, the interior's clean. It's not like super luxurious, but it's luxurious enough.
It's very simple.
Yeah,
it's very simple and minimalist, and I like that. It doesn't got 1,000 buttons like the new ones. It's just no one ever sits in it, so.
Hey, that's fine.
It got dirty.
Car stays clean.
And I'll run, and I'll floor it, and you can see exactly what the car does, and my tuner will be like, oh, you need more of this, you need more of that.
Oh, that's easy.
And then that's a revision. So I'll send that to him, he'll change something, make it better, and send it back to me.
Right, it's almost like an access port.
It's exactly what it is.
like
my phone is the access port.
Right.
That's all it is. Dude, it's fully functional at this height. It doesn't rub. And he said he took it up and down the road, and he absolutely dialed them in perfect. And the car rides like a new car.
No camber or anything like that?
Slight camber in the rear because I run a 265.
Okay.
Wide tire.
So
and that is absolutely the widest you can go on this car without any rubbing. I've seen some guys run a 275. They roll the fenders and this and that. But is it really worth it for 10 more millimeters? I don't think so.
Nope.
And those are Apex Arc 8 wheels. They are 9.5 in the rear and 8.5 up front. And I run Federal 595s. Those are great tires.
Okay.
They're very sticky. They're cheap too. These, I used to run them all around. but I just went with these because I read a lot of good things on the forums. This is a cheap, good, sticky tire. It's a little soft, but it's actually nice when driving because these are on the stiffer side and it just complements the car well. It doesn't like have any body roll or anything like that, but it just hits bumps nice.
And no rust.
No rust on this car.
No rust. Hey, you just never know.
It was actually garage kept its whole life until I had it, and when I get a chance in the storm, I leave it in there, but it sits outside under a car cover a lot.
All right. It's a nice
Put a
little
carbon
piece
fiber
here.
diffuser on it. Don't look at my exhaust because I don't have one. You can look at it.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
It's over here. Long story short, when I put the Doc Race kit on, I had a muffler delete and I had a piece welded in there, and the downpipe for the Doc Race, for whatever reason, pushed my muffler like out to here, and it was not looking right.
Yeah, you
so
just
I went
said
under there and
that.
I just sawzalled it off, and I was like
That's all right.
but I like the nothing here. Look, I'm gonna get something on it eventually. I
Yeah.
was actually talking to Jeff from Automotive Ingenuity. I'm gonna set something up.
Okay.
I gotta go dyno this thing.
Yeah, well, let me know if we get some dyno
get some
days. We'll
footage
go
there,
see this
sure.
thing get dyno.
You gotta have emergency kit in the back, extra O2 sensors, extra coils, coolant, ethanol guard.
I call this the uh-oh BMW kit.
Definitely need a fire extinguisher, a couple tools in there, breaker bar, seat for car shows. You gotta have that in the car. Like, you never know. Always gotta have something.
Boom, just like that, N54. Ain't no surprise. Just letting you know. Be aware. All right, me and my bald head here, we're gonna go take a ride and go around town, get a couple videos. Still waiting for a friend of mine to come. She's on her way. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for her, we're gonna go get some pictures and just enjoy this nice day. We couldn't have picked a better day, bro.
Amazing.
Really couldn't.
Getting a little warm, but it's all right.
Yep. Getting a nice shine. All right, y'all.
Nice shine.
Oh, you're going, like, buddy. Okay. We gotta catch up.
I'm over here, foot to the floor.
You're like, calm down, guys.
Good God Almighty. You alright?
There's a bug. Yeah. Alright, so when I say the cat has rocked the cradle, that means take a left. When I say the bat is in the... No, I'm done. I'm kidding.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a U-turn and go this way and come back this way. Because
Okay.
I don't want him going that fast around that turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to spin around and Kyle will let you know when we're coming on the walkie.
Okay. Oh, my knee. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Rachel, what's I-18?
I was like, IET, I totally understand. You guys are talking? Yeah.
This is filmed in Mexico, by the way.
Yep, not in the US.
Confidential.
Okay.
You guys say Colorado.
Oh, there's a car coming.
And he's gone just like that. Holy shit.
I've seen people put 750 on a stock block for 5,000.
I want to say congratulations to Rob. He just hit 54,000 miles while I was in the car, so congratulations.
54,000.
I have to say, this was my first time going above off.
Nope.
We went like a
Nope.
and my face was like
In Mexico.
And
in Mexico.
he didn't record. I wanted this. That was.
Hit the button. I was focused on.
Oh, the reaction
No,
would have
my
been
face,
priceless.
My face. I was holding my stomach too, because I was like,
Testimonials.
I was like, this is how I go.
What did you think of the car?
Acceleration wise, let's see, get the lighting. There we go. With me about his car, I've been in. You guys saw in other past videos. I did Lyndon's car. I've been in an Audi S3, but this is obviously by far the fastest because their cars are about 300 wheel horsepower, I feel, but this is 600 plus, right?
600 plus.
600 plus horsepower, and it's about 3,200 pounds, 3,300 the most. That's a fast car.
Rear wheel drive.
Light. Rear wheel drive too, and it gripped up the way it did.
Gripped up
I'm
the way
very
it did,
impressed.
Thanks to the temperature, because it does spin in
Right.
colder conditions.
We're gonna get a little more footage on his car, doing a little more pulls, and then after that, we're just gonna call it a day. I was just glad I got out here and got some footage of this car because we've been talking about it, what, for a year now?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Talk about it for 2 years, and we're out here now. 2 years later, with a bean cut.
You got a chair just in case you want to post up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yup. God damn.
Nah.
You want to get in the cars, Rachel?
I'm done. I'm done. My stomach can't handle it.
Poor belly. What was that, Rachel?
That's all she wrote.
Super fun. Glad I think this is our first collab when it comes to like real car stuff, Rachel.
Yeah?
This is our very first collab.
Really?
Yeah, you came down to me and you're doing stuff that I do this time.
This is so much fun. Follow me.
Yep. Add her on Instagram. Add her on YouTube. She has all platforms right now. So I'll put the link in
Won't be the
down
last
below.
time you see me in his videos.
Nah. This is like the first time.
Yeah, I think
it's only the beginning, so
actually.
it's gonna be cool. Man, I look bald as hell.
Oh my god.
Yo, so how was it? That is face.
Yeah, isn't it? Because you're just like, yo, what is happening?
That G4.
We hit about 140.
You drink
Mexico.
that stuff, don't you?
You keep saying.
Need this, especially when the car sits.
Yep. Yep. You could drink it.
Add that on
You
every
can put it
fill
in
up,
the car.
because It helps it not gel up, because the car sits a lot. Very important.
Yep. So
That's no garbage.
up and down.
It's my car's drink, so mine stays here.
Nice. Well, y'all, we're gonna call it a day right now.
We're gonna get more footage.
We're gonna get some more footage. I couldn't get the footage that I really wanted to today, but at least I got something out here that you guys can see for a little while, because I'm gonna be gone again for a little while
There'll
more.
be a part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2 is gonna be up in 7 Lakes Drive.
Right, 7 Lakes Drive. Well, all right, y'all.
Bye.
Say peace. Peace
Later,
out.
guys.
Peace.